For centuries, the sea has been a cruel mistress, and a graveyard to the foolhardy that dare to cross her. In these times of, let's face it, listeners, if you don't know the rest of this, where have you been? You've missed a cracking first episode, and the bit with the pole dancers was near on pornographic, but that's in the past. Anyway, let us travel to the rough waters of Dead Man's Isle, meet the last ever keepers of the Lighthouse. Episode 2, Supply and Demand.
And a little pinch of saffron to bring the flavours together. Perfecto. Mark, Robert, grubs up.
The smell in here is unbelievable.
Sorry, that's me.
No, I meant the smell of the food, Captain McRoy. David, what have you made us for lunch?
Poached quail's eggs on char grilled chilled batter for starters, followed by filet mignon with dauphinoise potatoes and seasoned vegetables. Dessert is a lemon roulade with raspberry Kool-Aid.
And what are we going to wash it down with? A Chateau Lafite 79, or maybe a Superbe Sancerre from our extensive wine cellar?
You taking a pee?
Well, I think I was. What is your problem?
You don't have white wine with red meat? And 79 was a crap year anyway.
What about a good old-fashioned cheese sandwich for lunch?
You want a cheese sandwich? Why? When you can have something that would grace a Michelin-star restaurant.
No, this is really excellent fare, but how can we afford this on just a budget of £5 a day per keeper?
I made some cutbacks on the housekeeping budget.
Curses.
I agree, Captain McRoy. That toilet roll we are using is like sandpaper.
Hurts my piles.
Did the clothing budget get cut also?
Why is that?
The captain is down to just one pair of dirty underpants. Look!
Them? He's worn them for a month ongoing, even though he's got new ones.
These are snuggly.
I'm worried that it will start growing and eventually have independent thoughts, though.
A proud day.
Then there is no other option. We'll have to have cutbacks.
What? Pant undergrowth?
No, the food budgets.
We could have the white truffles and the beluga caviar for a little while.
Caviar? How can we afford that?
Robert's made a personal sacrifice.
On what?
My deodorant allowance.
That's the reason why I smell it as a room before he does.
I'm not smelly.
David is not saying you are.
No, that is exactly what I am saying.
It's work order.
It's a cross between rancid sweat smell and a fish head that's been left on a radiator for 2 weeks. Have a word, Marky stinks.
Captain McRoy, after a hard day's toll, we want to feel fresh, and not just for our own sakes, but also for each other.
Translation?
He says you're smelly, you need to have a shower.
No, I did not.
I do shower.
I was never in any doubt, Captain McRoy. See, David?
But he doesn't wash properly when he's in there.
Why is that?
The wetsuit.
Pardon?
He wears a wetsuit while he showers.
Why?
I'm afraid.
The Hero Creek Bay afraid of something? I can scarcely believe it.
Oh, your dream's shattered, Mark.
What is scaring you?
Don't like water.
Great career move. Yeah, just work in a place where you're surrounded by the stuff.
So Robert has a phobia of water. Yours is hard work.
And yours is to women.
No, it is not. Captain McRoy, how do you drink?
Excessively.
No, like this.
I think you mean how do you drink water?
Don't. Only whiskey.
How long have you had this problem?
Since the incident.
You know my door is always open if you need to have a chat.
Ah, good luck, Mark. I'll hang out the bunting. Brilliant. All this talking, now the quail's eggs are cold. Cheers, guys.
David, you're going to have to face facts. We're going to have their cutbacks on this expensive food.
It's not fair. Cooking's my greatest... Well, it's my second greatest passion in life.
You can still cook, but I will take over the stock duties and control of the budgeting.
One thing.
Yes, Captain?
No fish.
Why?
Allergic to them.
Brilliant. Two big things involving the sea, and you don't like either of them.
Captain, if you have any other allergies or problems, you can see me in the strictest confidence. My door is always open.
You can spread the gossip with me later, eh, Mark?
No, I will not have tittle-tattle here.
Shame. The only tittles I'd like to see are Patricia's.
Does everything you do revolve around sex?
Pretty much. Anyway, a couple of days of rubbish food, and you'll soon be yearning for the return of my gourmet dishes.
The only thing I am yearning for is the return of loo rolls that do not rip my rectum to shreds when I wipe.
Second that.
Less talking and more eating, guys. You've got another 2 courses to come.
I'll carry the food in by myself, shall I? As you're all quite clearly busy. Where do you want me to put it?
How about smeared all over your naked body?
How about I insert this watermelon where the sun don't shine?
Sliced a hole.
Just place it on the side, thanks.
What's that smell?
It's the captain.
Sorry, Pat.
No, not that one. I'm used to that odour. I'm talking about the smell from the oven.
That's the main course.
Well, where's my invite to lunch then? As I've single-handedly started humping your provisions in for you.
Okay, I'd like to invite you to a humping.
Only in your dreams, little boy.
Well, funny you should mention that.
What, the little boy bit?
Pat, stay. Eat.
Well, at least there's one gentleman here. Thank you, Robert.
What the hell?
Is there a problem?
These are chestnut mushrooms.
You ordered mushrooms.
Robert, what is this?
It's a mushroom.
Wrong. What is this, Mark?
It is 100% a mushroom.
No, no, and no. It is not a shiitake mushroom.
But you asked what it was, not what it's not.
Isn't a starfish?
It's not the shipping forecast.
It's not a sad little so-and-so who gets into a strop because he's got a chestnut mushroom instead of a shiitake.
Stop taking the pee. The taste between them is so much different.
You won't need to worry in a minute, as you'll be tasting your food through a straw.
Calm down. Patricia has brought the wrong type of mushroom. So what? It's a very simple mistake to make.
Are you saying I'm simple?
No, I was just saying that...
It's hard to source all the food you want on your list. Next you'll be wanting dodo.
I can't get it. I've tried with my supplier.
And what did he say the reason for that was?
It's been out of stock for a few years.
A few hundred.
Can we all calm down? Budgets are going to have to be cut.
Poor budgies.
No, I meant budgets for food.
Budgies for food?
Has he got seaweed lodged in his ear again?
Sorry, I lost my train of thought. You have to realise that food is David's passion.
Food's just one of them, Patricia.
All I want is not to have to listen to his smutty innuendos and be appreciated for the job that I do.
And you are. Let's face it, though, it's not rocket science delivering food. You just bring us our supplies over in your pokey little boat, and yours and...
It may be a pokey little boat to you. Without it, you'd starve on this pokey little island.
I like to poke
See what I mean? He's gobs in overdrive whilst his brains are still in bed. Let's see how the wildlife of Dead Man's Isle likes your food.
No, my food!
That was unnecessary.
Oh, but it felt so right.
My food!
Patricia, that was our lunch!
Well, why not have a sandwich instead?
See, David?
My food!
Patricia, I did not mean what I said about your job. You were taking it all out of context.
Have I? The only person who showed me some kindness and invited me to lunch was Robert, and he's a bad-tempered, Scottish, paranoid schizophrenic.
Scottish?
I think from your behaviour today, you are the bad-tempered one.
Calm down, everyone. We have to make allowances, right? It might be her time of the month.
That's it, screw you. And David, before you get excited,
Yes?
I meant it in a literal sense. No more deliveries to this island except for Robert.
We'll go fishing then.
Not with that fishing rod, you won't. Lock 'em in your room, Robert.
You can lock my rod in your room any time. All right, we'll eat them Dead Man's Isle's pigeons instead.
No, you can't.
Yes, we can.
No, we cannot.
Whose side are you on?
They are on a migration to Hungary.
And that's what you're going to be soon. Let's get your supplies, Robert, and I'll take that box of food back to the boat.
Well,
It's definitely our time of month. Oh, cream of tomato.
How will Mark cope without any food? How will David cope without deliveries of his pornos? And if I keep saying how, is that offensive to Red Indians? Find out about this and much more in Quadrant Duplo. Smack, cracker and strop.